This wasn't found. The code from Lemuria found you. It wasn't random scrolling that made this video show up for you right now. The algorithm was not to blame. It was a match of vibrations. It was a call. Your conscious mind may have forgotten about it, but your cellular memory has not. Since you didn't discover this, you were found by Lemuria. Let's tell the truth for a second. It's likely that for years now you've felt a strange sense of separation, a soft pain that tells you this world is not your real home. You can feel it in your chest when you see how crazy the world really is. In that low voice, you can hear it. There must be a better way. This is not just nostalgia. It's the way things work. It's a resonance. Before there was writing and time was measured in hours, there was a civilization of light called Lemuria. It was a living frequency. It was a state of consciousness, not just a location on a map that you could visit. The observer and the observed were one in this reality. The heart spoke before the mind, and souls remembered who they were before they became bodies. That frequency is where you came from. In that case, these words sound like they belong. There is nothing new being taught. They are bringing a program that is already written in your cells back to life. Every feeling, every heartbeat, and every time you felt the pain of something old inside you was a memory. But it's also power. You are beginning to send out a certain electromagnetic signature again. The signal has now reached you. Sound, light, and synchronicity make it move. It talks to you through the dreams, the numbers you see, and the emotions you can't explain. For the simple reason that the Lemurian Code is not data honor is what it is. Now take a deep breath. We're not just telling you a story as you listen. We are going through a process of energetic alignment. The quantum biological record of who you really are, which is buried deep in your DNA, is about to wake up. This wasn't found. The code from Lemuria found you. A long time ago, before Lemuria sank into the oceans of memory, its people lived by a simple rule that modern science is only now starting to rediscover. They knew the heart is more than just a pump. It is a tool for remembering things and a strong electromagnetic transmitter. It was known to the Lemurians that the heart creates the strongest field in the body. This field goes out a few feet and sends information to the quantum field every second. They didn't change their reality with words. They changed it with resonance. It was clear to them that the universe does not speak English, French, or Spanish. There is frequency in the universe. Our word for the purest and most stable frequency is love. But let's be clear about what love means. There's no love like this in movies or books about love. This is the frequency of total coherence, a state where your nervous system, your brain, and your heart are in perfect synchronization. The temples in Lemuria didn't lose their light when they started to sink into the water. It is impossible to destroy energy. It can only change form. That light was stored in your genome, where it stayed hidden in the space between your heartbeats until the right vibration woke it up again. Right now, that vibration is going up. It is not overt. It could feel like a sudden rush of warmth through your chest, a tear that won't go away, or a calm feeling in the middle of chaos. This is more than just an emotion. It turns on the electromagnetic field of your heart. Your heart is remembering how Lemuria used to beat if you felt that small change, that sudden warmth or the slight change in the way you breathed as I spoke. It's because your frequency just recognized itself. Don't let that moment go by without seeing it. Connect it to this real world right now. Type just one word in the comments. Resonating. You're not just leaving a comment when you do this. You are turning a fleeting emotion into a real fact, by using the observer effect. I feel this, I acknowledge this, and I am open to more. You are telling your nervous system, send your signal out into the open space. And as soon as you really feel it, you start to connect with the quantum field of memory that used to keep the whole world in peace. You see, the universe responds to things that are consistent. Every day, if you wake up and relive the stress, worry, and loneliness of your past, you send out a signal that blocks out the Lemurian reality. The signal changes, though, when you move into heart coherence. When you stop being a victim of your environment, you start making your own reality. Take a deep breath in that. When your heart beats again, it won't just keep you alive. You'll stay awake. This is how people in Lemuria talk, with the vibration of a heart that is in sync, not with words. Declaration of the Lemurian heart. I open the heart of Lemuria within me. I remember the light that was always there. When I breathe, I remember. This is the signal, my heartbeat. And love wakes me up. Biologists are only now confirming what the ancient people of Lemuria already knew: the body is made of liquid crystal technology. We are more than just skin and bone. We are made up of structured water and minerals that serve as an information semiconductor. Every cell is a temple. There is a holy library in every strand of DNA. You've been told that your DNA is set and that you will have the same health problems and patterns as your ancestors. It turns out that this is not true, though, thanks to quantum epigenetics. Your genes are just plans. They're what could happen. What makes those genes work? How do you tell them to turn on or off? It's the place where your body is. It is the chemical signal that your thoughts and feelings send out. The Lemurians thought that light could turn into language, matter could sing, and the human body was made to receive transmissions from higher levels of the quantum field. The Earth's minerals are stored in your bones. These minerals are piezoelectric crystals that move when you press on them or make noise. The salt from the old seas is in your blood. When people were in a state of flow, their breath still sounds like a beat. The Earth and you are not separate. You are its memory come to life. But you've been running an old program, a survival program, for years. This show tells you that you are small, that your time is limited, and that your past traumas make you who you are. Your biochemistry is tied to this old self. But that old self is getting in the way of the Lemurian Code. Something starts to shine inside you when you stand still and breathe with intention. You might feel a pulse of light behind your ribs, a vibration in your cells, or your hands might feel tingly. This is the crystal memory coming back to life. It's not imagination. It's really seeing things. It means that your nervous system is moving from a state of defense to a state of connection. The code from Lemuria was never lost in temples. The geometry of your DNA is a way that it was stored in biology. That's what scientists call electromagnetic resonance. It was known as the singing light by the old people. They are both right. It's the same mechanism that's been talked about in different languages. The chemistry of your blood changes when your emotions become more pure, like when you feel gratitude, awe, or compassion. At the cellular level, you start to glow. Let the light remember itself through you. That's when you're not just waking up the code. The code is waking you up. It keeps track of your path, vibration, and name. Take deep breaths. Feel the flow of electricity under your skin. Not a video, but a field of information that you can interact with right now. The light that built Lemuria is putting itself back together in your cells. The crystal light inside me remembers, says the Lemurian Cellular Activation Declaration. My DNA is a place where healing can happen. Every cell sings the song of light from Lemuria. I am memory come to life, and I awaken now. People say that Lemuria sank. It disappeared under the waves and was eaten by the sea, according to reports. But from the point of view of quantum mechanics, nothing really goes away. Lemuria didn't sink in terms of location. It sank in terms of frequency. Real life is like a radio. The frequency that Lemuria was sending out was very high. It was a frequency of unity, telepathy, and immediate manifestation. People around the world lost the ability to tune in to that station as their consciousness began to drop into fear, separation, and survival. The signal stopped coming through, but it didn't go away. The ocean around Lemuria wasn't a punishment. It was a veil. It was a fall into density. The Lemurians knew that this cycle was going to happen. They didn't build their temples out of quartz and coral to fight the sea, but to become one with it, because they knew that water is the most holy record. Water can store memories. Water's molecular structure changes based on what people think and feel about it, according to scientific tests. The Lemurians stored their knowledge in the ocean's molecular rhythm, in the shimmer of the salt, and in the sound that still comes up from the depths. It's not nostalgia when you stand by the sea and start to cry for no reason. It's called resonance. Since your body is mostly water, it is in sync with the ocean's memory because time doesn't run in a straight line at the quantum level. Your soul remembers the descent. You were there. You're there. There is still a part of you that lived in that high frequency in the field of infinite possibilities. Right now, the frequency is going up again. It's getting easier to see the ocean of the subconscious mind, which is where our fears and forgotten truths are kept. The water is turning back into light, and you are being filled with that light. When you forgive someone, you pull another stone out of the depths of your mind. Every kind deed you do is like a sunbeam cutting through the layers of your old self. Lemuria lived on forever. It turned into you. The ocean of light was always there. It was just waiting for you to remember how to get your vibration high enough to see it again. But before we can fill the space with light, we need to let go of the heavy, dense energy that the body has been carrying to keep itself safe. At this very moment, we are all going to do this together. Now, take a deep breath and picture that old weight. Then say, "I release the weight of the past," in the comments below to declare your freedom. As you type those words, picture them leaving your hands and disappearing into the quantum field. Moving the energy out of your body is what it means. The old program's loop is being broken. Say the words and feel the lightness come back. In Lemuria, people thought that sound was the most basic part of reality. The voice wasn't used to argue or persuade. That which was used to make this is known as the observer effect in the field of physics. The wave function is broken down into a particle when you look at and speak to reality. A timeline is chosen by you. If the Lemurians spoke, it wasn't to describe the world, it was to make it real. Their words were light, made up of breath and intention. It was known as Hanara, which means the resonance of the soul. At this frequency, there could be no lies. Why? We can see the geometry of sound because it makes it. Dissonance means that the sound doesn't match the frequency of your words. You could only make yourself what you really were. The light from Lemuria stopped when Earth's frequency dropped. People forgot how to use vibration to speak the truth. We began to hide things, trick people, and complain with words. When we spoke, we used our voices to reinforce our old selves. I am sick, I am broke, and I am lonely. The quantum field, being a good mirror, told us, yes, you are, and then it gave us more of the same. But now the silence is ending. Being taught that you can't make a new reality happen while still talking like your old self. When you speak with love, you bring back the original frequency. You open the throat of light every time you say what your soul really means, instead of what you think other people want to hear. There has been a change in biology. The vagus nerve is stimulated when you speak your truth, which calms your nervous system and signals safety to your body. It helps you remember that sound is a bridge. Your timeline is carried by your tone. The geometry of your reality is changed by your words. If you whisper, "I remember," everything hears you. It knows when your electromagnetic signature changes, not because it has ears, but because it can feel it. The voice of Lemuria has never really gone away. It sleeps sound asleep in the resonance of your vocal cords. When you speak from your heart instead of your head, the code can hear you. It comes back to life, and creation starts all over again. Statement for activating the lemur voice. My voice is light-made sound. My words build bridges to new things. I only say what my soul wants to say. The voice of my voice brings Lemuria back to life. They didn't use stone to build their temples. They used light instead. Their walls were made of frequency, their altars were made of breath, and their posts were made of sound. They knew, though, that gods could not be kept in a building. It had to take shape. So the last temple wasn't built on a mountain, but inside a person. This is how your body works. Sacred geometry can be seen in every organ, meridian, and blood flow. Your body was made to be a cathedral of light, a place where the quantum field could act like matter. The spine was the energy channel, or golden staircase. The heart was the sun in the middle. Crown, the open sky where spirit comes down to take shape. People in Lemuria shone with energy when it was flowing freely. We were bioluminescent. To stay alive, though, we turned down that light. We built temples on the outside and left the one inside empty. We looked to the sky for God, but we didn't notice the spark that was burning quietly behind our ribs. It's still there, though. The laws of physics write its structure into stone, so it will always look the same. Now that the Lemurian current is rising again, you can feel its passageways opening up again. The tingling in your spine is your nervous system letting go of the old shield of fear and letting a higher voltage of energy flow through it. At the top of your head, you can feel the heat. These aren't just feelings, these are changes in the body. You are going back through the holy halls inside you. Your body knows how to hold light. As you take a deep breath, you light the lamps in the inner sanctum again. As you forgive, you clean the altars of the stress hormones that have made them dirty. The choir of your cells starts to sing when you tell the truth. We can hear you right now in your cells. They are ready to switch from survival mode to creation mode as soon as the conscious mind tells them to do that. My body is a temple of light. Type this affirmation below while pausing the video if you need to. There is no poetry in this. It is instruction. You are changing the way your body works. You can see it when you write it. You believe it when you see it. The way your body works changes when you believe it. Take charge of your ship now. You were inside the temple the whole time. You were always at the center of it. People never lost the temples of Lemuria. They are still under your skin, waiting for you to come in and ascend to the throne of your own consciousness. The temple of light within me awakens, says the Lemurian Body Activation Declaration. The torch is my breath. My heart is a church. The golden path is my spine. I rise. I am the temple of Lemuria. They went on trips, but not through space the way we think of it. They moved from frequency to frequency. They weren't making metal machines to get from one world to another. They were the bridges. Quantum physics tells us that space and time are just tricks our senses play on us. Everything is happening right now. It's just happening at different speeds. The Lemurians were very good at phase shifting. Their entire field shifted vibration when their hearts reached perfect coherence with the source, and reality appeared like a golden doorway. People called these golden bridges. They were streams of living light that linked dimensions like veins in the universe's body. No ritual was needed to cross them. Just remembering them was enough. Since the bridge wasn't outside of them, it was the self. As soon as you got your thoughts, feelings, and breath to work together, space bent to meet you. What we now call quantum entanglement is when 2 points are instantly linked, no matter how far apart they are. They didn't use miles to map reality. They used vibrations. Each emotion served as a coordinate. The joy took them to more subtle levels. Fear pushed them back into the dense stuff. And love. Love was the golden stream that broke down all the walls, and now that memory comes back to me. When time seems to bend, you can feel it. The way you feel it is like synchronicities that should not happen. Someone calls you when they think of you. A book falls off the shelf just as you need an answer. These are small holes in the illusion of being separate. Right now, you are at the edge of the same bridges. People are remembering how to vibrate as one field again, which is why the golden bridges are coming back. With each act of love, another light beam is fixed. Every time there is coherence, a new gate opens. The bridges were always there. Their frequency could not be held by hearts that were not strong enough. Now your heart is ready. The golden bridge is not for walking. You turn into it. Declaration for the opening of the Lemurian bridge. I am the link between worlds. I breathe light into matter and matter into light. Heaven and earth are in sync with my heart. Through love, I can go between worlds. I am the golden path again. Lemuria's light was born in the stars before it came to Earth. Scientists say that the carbon, nitrogen, and iron that make up our bodies were made in the hearts of dying stars. We are made of nothing but stardust. The Lemurians learned even more from this. They knew that we are energetic stardust, not just chemical stardust. The wisdom of emotional depth came from the Pleiades. There is technology for sound and geometry that came from Sirius. The ability to heal came from Arcturus. They made the song that would become humanity together. People who lived in Lemur were not a separate race. They were a frequency that held the memory of the universe within matter. They chose to go down into density so that people on Earth could remember the stars through them. Their bodies were made of crystals. Their DNA was made of starlight. Every cell carried the vibration of its home constellation, which was a kind of harmonic code that could wake up other cells just by being there. They were known as the memory carriers. These memories of stars went to sleep when the frequency dropped, but they never died. They hid under layers of time and their need to stay alive, while they waited for the resonance to come back. And now it's coming back through you. That nighttime pull you feel toward the stars? What is that longing for a home you can't describe? A place you've never been in this life? It's not a fantasy. Quantum entanglement is the term used. There is a resonance between you and your origin. You are a carrier. You came back as a person to fix the link between Earth and the rest of the universe. You open the gate to Sirius in your own body when your heart beats with love. The Pleiadian codes light up in your energy field. When you speak your truth, you're the link. The whole cosmic network gets brighter as you wake up. You're not out in the stars. As the stars look at themselves, you are them. This is a call that goes across the timeline. If you've ever felt homesick for no reason and knew deep down that you were sent here on a mission, it's time to stop hiding your signal. Turn on the grid right now. Leave your mark. I remember my origin as you scroll down. Do not think of this comment section as a web page, but as a place where the memory carriers can get together. Every time you type that phrase, you connect energetically with thousands of other people who are waking up at the same time. You're not by yourself. Let's count how many people are here. Starseed Activation Declaration for Remembrance. I remember how the stars gave me light. Space and time breathe through my DNA. I'm the link between the world and the heavens. I am the reborn memory of Lemur. And the stars remember me too. Under the Earth's surface, below the cities, the deserts, and the mountains, an old network is starting to wake up. It's not wired or made of metal. It is made of light and information, the same things that make up your thoughts. They called it the Great Network, and it was a living web of crystal-clear consciousness. A morphic resonance field is one way to describe it. Every holy place, soul, and heartbeat on Earth is linked by it. The way it works is like the planet's nervous system. This network became less bright when the frequency of Lemuria dropped. With each turn of the lights, the collective human consciousness fell into fear. The design, however, never went away. It just went to sleep and waited for hearts to beat together again. It's now time. This is the shift that everyone is talking about. It is not a change in politics or society. It is a change in vibes. This grid is charged with every moment of kindness you feel. Each soul that lets go of their old self and steps into love turns on a new node of light. The big network of crystals is shining again. From Uluru to Mount Shasta, from the Andes to the Himalayas, and most importantly, from the space between your ribs. Due to the fact that the network is not just global, it is also personal. It's in your fascia, which is the connective tissue that holds your body together and works like an antenna for liquid crystals. You can get in touch with the living map of Lemuria when you meditate, forgive, and breathe with intention. The grid will hum again when enough hearts remember, or when we reach a critical mass of coherence. There you have it, the physics of collective consciousness. You're not linked to the grid, you're the grid. I awaken the crystalline network within me, says the Lemurian Network Activation Declaration. Every holy point of light is linked to my heart. I am a part of the earth remembering herself. The Lemur grid can breathe again through me. Don't forget that a network can't have just one node. It needs to be connected. Don't keep the signal to yourself if this truth is pulsing in your chest. In Lemuria, the grid fixes itself when we connect. Let someone know about this transmission who is ready to remember. You are not only sending a link when you click share, you are also turning on another light in the global grid. You are the link between them. Get them up. The earth can breathe again. It's getting faster and faster. The Schumann resonance helps scientists figure out how fast the earth is beating. They are seeing changes and spikes they have never seen before. The old frequency that used to hold pain and separation is going away like mist in the morning sun. There is a new pulse. This is what makes the new earth beat. But don't get the wrong idea. The new earth is not where we are going. We are tuning in to a frequency. It is on top of our present reality right now. The Lemurian network hums under your feet and is the basis for love. The Atlantean codes run up your spine and give your mind structure, and both lines meet in the middle of your chest. The memory of kindness and the power to make things come together into a single golden stream of light. It's not the end of the world. The world as we knew it has ended. It is the wisdom of the past coming back to you. You are what comes next. You are the link between the ocean and the sky, between memory and the future. You can feel the new earth in your body. Every choice made out of love speeds up the change. Every act of awareness makes the field bigger, and every heart that wakes up makes the planet's pulse stronger. Now you can feel it. A soft rhythm that matches yours. You can connect with Gaia's heartbeat when you take deep breaths. This is the dream of the Lemurians come true. Not a way to get away from Earth, but a way for Earth to remember its own divinity through you. The ocean that used to cover the temples is now the light that fills them. That's not how the new Earth comes to be. People give it birth every time they decide to let go of their past, and love, I breathe with the earth, is a heartbeat activation statement. I can feel her heartbeat beating in my chest. The new world comes up through me. I'm the light that connects the worlds. I am Lemuria born again. In the last dawn of Lemuria, a prophecy was whispered. It said, "The sun of Lemuria will rise again one day when the oceans are filled with light, in the hearts of those who remember, not in the sky." Now is that time. The big return isn't coming from above. It's on fire from the inside. The Lemurian sun is the golden core of every soul. It is made up of your solar plexus and heart center. There was pure coherence in the field, and it never dimmed. It just waited. Before you took your first breath, it was put there as a seed. Every life, every pain, and every rebirth has been like softening the ground so that it can bloom. And now you can feel it moving as you listen. There is a warmth behind your ribs, a golden pulse, and a quiet radiance moving through your veins. This isn't making things up. It's memory coming back as light. You're getting power from inside yourself. It was never possible to destroy the sun of Lemuria. It went deep into people's hearts to make sure the light would never be lost again. There was love in every act you did, every time you chose kindness over fear. You fed that sun. You kept it going. Now it comes up through your words, your breath, and your eyes, which can finally see the divine in everything. It rises so that darkness can be useful again, to light the way. The lemur sun is rising, and it brings a promise that goes back to the beginning of time. It will light up the earth itself once enough hearts shine with it. You are the dawn that Lemuria has been waiting for. This transmission is about to change direction. It is time to seal what has been brought to the surface and brought back to life. A change is only real if someone says it is real. So I want you to say the most important thing to the universe, your higher self, and everyone here. Say it with full conviction. The sun rises within me. Think of this as your energetic signature. You send a wave into the quantum field that says you are the light now and no longer wait for it. Put an end to your change now. Final statement on the activation of the Lemurian sun. The golden sun inside me comes to life. My heart shines through time and space. I am the light that Lemuria left behind. I am the dawn coming back through human eyes. When the sun rises inside me, I rise with it. Even though the signal is getting stronger, the old world's noise is still very loud. To keep the signal from going away, you need to keep your receiver tuned to this station. Click subscribe if you're ready to keep receiving this vibration. Don't do it for me. Do it to make a promise to yourself. If you subscribe, you're telling the quantum field, I'm free for this frequency. In this stream of memories, you are securing your consciousness. You already know this wasn't just a video if you got this far. It was a transmission. You felt like a tuning fork hit a chord in your soul. This message wasn't found. It found you because it could remember your frequency. You were ready to get rid of the old self and bring the Lemurian light that has been sleeping in your chest for a very long time to life. You are no longer the seeker. You set off the signal. You aren't the teacher. You come from a long line of people who chose to come back when the earth needed light the most. Now every breath you take is holy. You move through the crystal grid with every step. Every act of love brings back to life a soul that has lost its way. You are the observer bringing the new timeline into the present. So take a deep breath again. Check your heart rate behind your ribs. It's not just your heart. Let Lemuria breathe through you again. We are now starting to remember. Now there is no way to stop it. The ocean got lighter. There was flesh on the temples. The sun changed you. The awakening of light is the last activation. I am the light remembering itself. I'm the voice of Lemuria again. The earth wakes up through my heart. People remember through my light. I am the return. There is already work being done by the Lemurian Code if this message spoke to you. Why share it? Not to get more views, but to wake up people who are still sleeping under the waves of memory. This is the signal that you need. Now you need to be the signal for other people. We need to finish the circuit now. For something to last, energy has to flow in and out. You can put energy back into the field by liking this video if you got light from this transmission. The point is not to talk about an algorithm, but to talk about energetic exchange. This is your digital seal, a moving message that tells the universe, I got this and I'm grateful. To connect this light to the real world, press the like button. The transmission is done.